Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dot Hack Volume 1 Retrospective. This one we'll be talking about Dot Hack Sign for a little bit. It will be rather short, but there are some major spoilers in this, even though it's only going to be about 5 minutes long. As such, if you do not wish to hear any kind of spoilers or anything like that, please move on to the next video. This will be talking about a few things in Dot Hack Sign. I heavily recommend watching the series. I think it's about a 27 episode at most, and it is rather good in my opinion. It may not be super fantastic, but there are a lot of things in it that are interesting, to say the least. You'll find out a lot about what's going on in the game before these games, and they do have a lot of references to it. Eventually, I really want to put a lot of these references and point them out in the Dot Hack Infection Mutations games. I've been holding off on it, however. Now that that is out of the way, one more time, spoilers warnings! And now we will continue. Dot Hack Sign followed the adventures of a wavemaster known as Tsukasa, as well as a few of the people around him. He found himself, at one time, I believe, missing some of his memory and completely unable to log out of the world. Later on, he was given control of a super high-level monster to protect him, which eventually you find out is called the Twilight Guardian. Eventually, it is discovered that the one who both gave him the monster, as well as a few other abilities, and trapped him in the world, was known as Morgana, which is the overarching AI that maintains the world. Part of the black box information that Harold Hewitt programmed into the game. That sounded weird, but he built Morgana. Her desire was to corrupt the new AI that was being created in the world, known as Aura, so that she could survive, because Aura, after Aura was complete and perfect, she would then erase Morgana and become the new overarching AI. That was how the game was programmed, so that it would continuously evolve a new artificial intelligence, as well as better run the game. This was one of the beauteous things that Harold Hewitt programmed into the game. I think it's a fantastically awesome idea, but would never work in real life. Tsukasa eventually stops being a little bit of a bitch and actually stops being a emo git as well to allow Aura to be born without corruption. Because of I think that I haven't been able to explain is that Aura was linked to Tsukasa, which is why he was not able to log out. Because if he did, then the link would be broken and Aura would go back to being completed normally, which was through a different system. As such, though, Aura was born, though incomplete, which allowed Morgana to continue, but she was not corrupted, like I said. Skaith was created during this time, essentially by ripping the data from a famous player killer named Sora, which basically data drained him, yes. Morgana remains, intending to eliminate Aura so that she can survive and prevent Aura from being completed. And that is the end of Sign. There's a whole lot more to Sign, and it's not quite as emo as it might have sounded from what I've said. So if you're still interested, go watch it. It will actually make these games a little bit more enjoyable, especially because there's a bunch of references to it in the next two games, some extreme ones. They're side quests, but they are big references. As such, I will see you guys in the next part, which will then finally talk about the things in Dot Hack Infection. It will be a little less spoilerific than this episode, so you will be able to enjoy it even if you don't want me to explain things. Anyhow, I will see you guys then. Later.